Hey everyone, welcome to Tabletop Giant. Today we're going to open up an Edge of Eternities Collector Booster. So this product's coming out this Friday. Get it at your local LGS. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast for the early open. So we're a store getting our stuff ready for inventory. So grab a coffee like I have, pull up a chair, have a sip here and see what we get. The big hits here we'd want to get is the Sothra Super Void. There's a Singularity foil, and all the showcase full arts are nice. Anti-Causal Vestige, Ice Toll Explorer, Endstone, Tezzeret Strong. So yeah, let's see how we do. So no true chase cards in this set, no serialized numbers. I mean, there is chase, but sorry, I should say there's no serialized. But yeah, and this print run seems amazingly low, so if you wanted to get any collector boosters, I suggest you pre-order it from wherever you buy your cards from usually, because this is going to be tight. There's not a lot of these out in the wild. I think we're going to need our old knife for these nice foil packs. Alright, well let's see how we do. So I'll hammer through the commons and uncommons fairly quickly. You probably know Kavus are back, Slivers are back. Although, to say Slivers are back is kind of a misnomer, because they aren't actually back in any great quantity. I think, as far as I've seen, there's only one card that actually has 4 Slivers in this set, but it's certainly going to help Slivers in other formats, the card that's in here. And there's your full art lands, and you can get Cosmic Foil here. I'll throw that up just so we can enjoy it until we get some bigger hits. Space-Time Anomaly is our rare. Target player mills cards equal to your life total, so that can be pretty hefty. We've got an Exploration Brood Ship. That's the commander symbol for the set. So these ships, as I understand it, you can take creatures that have power equal to the pluses you want to get to. So you kind of throw a creature into the ship, and then it starts gaining abilities equal to the number of power in the ship. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I haven't looked into it too heavily, but that's how I believe they work. Pain for All, full art. Well, that's nice looking. There's a Mystifying Maze. So the full art lands have 2 treatments. We have this, and we have the ones that kind of have the alien space writing on it, and they all have the same border. I believe our shock lands are done in that format, so it'll be full art, extended art. Exile target creature an opponent controls. At the beginning of the next end step, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Ooh, that's a good looking card. Robot Soldier, artifact creature. +X/+0, where X is the greatest mana among artifacts you control. Not super, but pretty cool. And it looks like we got an art card here to finish us off. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys are looking for. People weren't too warm on the sci-fi theme of the set, but I think it's grown on people, especially the shock lands and new mechanics. So let's see how it goes. There's a jellyfish if you want to go jellyfish tribal in your deck. So there's the commons, uncommons. So the ships are appearing not just in mythic and rare. You can get uncommon ships as well. And that was the big rule change in Commander. You're probably all aware of. They made legendary equipment be able to be your commander now. So you can choose a vehicle. I shouldn't say legendary equipment, legendary vehicles. There's a nice full art land. There's the big ship. The Serima. If you got 7 in there, other tapped legendary creatures you control have indestructible. Would be great in a legendary deck. A land, a hatchery. Pay 1 life, put a add a black, put a hatchling counter on it. When this land is put into the graveyard from the battle, for each hatchling counter on it, get an insect. Wow. That can pop off late game. You get a lot of bugs, a lot of insects. Weft Walking in blue. When the enchantment ends, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library and then draw 7. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns may be cast. Wow. There's in a group hug deck. Everybody gets to cast their first spell. There'll be some big stuff dropping there. All right, so there's that other treatment I was talking about. They all have this kind of edging and the kind of unique font they've chosen. So Echoing Deeps, you may have this land enter tapped as a copy of any land in a graveyard, except it's a something in addition to its other types. They've actually gone ahead and completely covered up the text there. So for better or for worse, it'll say except it's still a cave in addition to its other types. But interesting choice to cover up the text completely. I'll just sleeve the biggest hits we get here, guys. Whoa! Don't know what that is. Some sort of Japanese full art, so I didn't know this was available in the set, but there you go. Take that in for a sec. What's the card number there? 362? Looks like one of the insect tribals. That is foil. So yeah, wow. He's angry. We'll put him there. And we got a robot token and a Tezzeret on the other side. Alright, sorry guys, I'm going a little slow, but we are doing an early open. It's a Monday here. That's when Wizards allow stores to all the spoilers are out. So we got an art card at the back there. Okay, a commander bridge. Very fitting for a sci-fi themed. Again, we'll just go through these guys quick. If we see the little corgi, everybody's loving him. Maybe we'll spend a little more time. Okay, so there's the treatment. Let's see if we can get the camera to capture it. That's your Cosmos foils, cosmic foil. Okay, so that looks cool. We're going to sleeve him up. Maybe galaxy foil is the term I'm looking for. I apologize, I don't have the information with me, but that looks great. So a windswept bastion. It's another land planet. Add a white. It's a station. So tap another creature you control. Put a charge counter equal to its power on the planet station only as a sorcery. So maybe I got the ship mechanic mixed up. Sorry. So it's the planets that have this station. So this one's looking for 12. So the power of the creatures that you tap, if you can get it up to 12, you can then pay 4, create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary, only activates as a sorcery. Nice. So there's an Envendo Brush Razor. So the insects looks like they're in red-green. I'll let you guys read these on your own so we don't take too long. 0 Point Ballad. A Dust Bowl. Sack a land, destroy target, non-basic land. I think that was probably from Outlaws. And this guy we're going to sleeve up. Let me get it in the camera here for you. Zoo Ifit Astroharmonist. That's a mouthful. Tap him to return to our creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a skeleton in addition to its other types and has no abilities. Activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. He does only cost 3. So skeleton tribal can be a thing maybe now. Alright. Just keep emptying your graveyard, keep making skeletons, but they're truly just vanilla skeletons, but oh, there's the little corgi I was talking about, the Chrome Companion. Whenever the creature becomes tapped, you gain a life. Put target card from a graveyard in the bottom of its owner's library. There's our commons. Uncommons. There's a knight. Another full art land. We got a forest this time. Reminds me of Avatar. A little bit of ships fighting in the trees there. Ice Till Explorer. So there he is, but we want the... if we see the showcase, it's worth a bit, but logic would dictate it's probably worth a little bit anyways. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. You may pay lands from your graveyard. And landfall, whenever a land you control enters, mill a card. Oh, so you're just going to keep playing from grave, and that's strong. Vernal Fen. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basics. That's a commander card. Oh, we got a Galaxy foil coming up. Nova Hellkite. 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's an Ancient Tomb Galaxy foil. That's going to bring a pretty penny. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful art. Looks like there's a creature, as the card suggests, a tomb. They've got some giant monstrosity creature maybe buried in that planet. And it's maybe getting out? I don't know, but look at the Galaxy foiling there. That is hot. Wow. That should be on the website for sale, gang, so keep an eye out for that. That was a big hit. Bioengineered Future in green. So Lander tokens, I believe, Lander token enters as a token on your side, and then you can pay 2 and sack and search for a basic. So it kind of brings, you know, searching for lands away from green. Any color can do it with these Lander tokens, as long as you have something that can put the Lander token out. There's a Beast token with a Thopter on the back. Yeah, so the Lander mechanic's going to be interesting. Everyone else can fetch lands now, not just green. So, sort of evening the play field a bit. We all know what green can ramp like. Thawbringer. Get through the commons here. Oop, wrong pile for commons. Here we go. And uncommons. Yeah, I know you guys just want to see the big juicy hits. There's a nice island full art. Nice little galaxy in the corner there. Star Winder. It's a Leviathan. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. That's strong. Okay. Who's this? Looks like it's from one of the commander decks. The Mythic, maybe one of the commanders themselves. Whenever a Kilo becomes tapped, proliferate. Alright, so for your proliferate deck. That looks pretty cool. A Godless Shrine. There's our first shock land. Let's sleeve him up. A Godless Shrine. That's spicy. Where do we want to put him there? Lava Claw Reaches. Those animate lands. Turns into a creature. Oh! And then another Galaxy foil, but in Godless Shrine. Beautiful. Maybe I'll show it off unsleeved first. Look at that. I'm just going to try to get the light on it in different... So fitting for this set. That's a beautiful card. A Godless Shrine. Full art Galaxy foil. Spicy. Man, I love it. Oh, there's even little swirls in there. I don't know if you catch that on camera. There's a little swirly guy there. Little Milky Way. And yeah, we got Lava Claw Reaches, and then our token is copy Golem. We're running out of room for... Okay, we're almost halfway through. Thanks for hanging in there with us, guys and gals. Appreciate the watches. Please give us a like and a sub. We'd love to have you join the channel. We open all your favorite hobby products, and anything you see here on the channel should be available on Street Date to buy. All these singles. If you spend more than $10 in single cards, you do get free shipping. There's another Galaxy foil on a Forest. Looking hot. Sacred Foundry. Another Shock. A Moodian Wastewalker. Whenever this creature attacks you and defending player each discard a card and sack a permanent, you draw a card for each land put in the graveyard this way. Alright. So a lot of recursion effects there in black, like it always has had. Terminal Velocity. You may put an artifact or creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That permanent gains haste. When this permanent leaves the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its mana to each creature. At the beginning of each end step, sack this permanent. Wow, it's kind of like a little wrath. Oh, we got a nice little spicy hit there coming up. Terminal we'll put there. We got a Petrified Field. Makes it colorless, or sack it. Return target land from your graveyard to your hand. That would be nice in landfall decks. Get that Fabled Passage or Evolving Wilds, whatever you want. Get a dual land drop again. Petrified Land. Oh my gosh, another big hit. The Sliver Overlord. Full art foil. That's nuts. Wow. Look at that. I'm sure most people know what he does. Search your library for a Sliver card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle. And for 3, you can gain control of another target Sliver. That's crazy train art. That's beautiful. Wow. That looks amazing. Okay, so that and the Ancient Tomb I think we're going to leave up for the rest of the openings. Oh, you got a bit of glare. There we go. Alright, we're on to our second 6. Halfway through the pack, through the box I should say. So there's a robot token with a lander on the other side. And there's more than one art for the lander tokens, so I think maybe they made one for each race or something. Commons, uncommon, a Debris Field Crusher. Oh, so it looks like spacecraft are the same as the planets. It explains it here. Put a charge counter equal to the power on this, tap another creature. Yep, so the mechanic is the same. I thought I had it wrong earlier, but we're on track. So there's your uncommons. Nice foil mountain. That looks awesome. Like a ship speeding through a meteor storm, meteor shower. Sunset Saboteur is our rare. We've got Horizon Explorer for Commander. Lands you control enter untapped. Whenever you attack a player, create a lander. That's going to ramp fast. That can be nasty. Well, this guy's interesting. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control a trigger, it triggers it again. So basically a Panharmonic on a creature. That's going to be a popular card. Should be expensive. Shambling Vent. Animate land. Turns into a 2/3 black-white. A loading zone. If one or more counters we put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet. Wow, there you go. So that doubles up all the mechanic we were talking about. And our final is a... Man, we got so many nice cards I want to show off. I'm going to start putting them in a pile. we've got a gold stamped art card. Wow, that Sliver Overlord I think is our big hit. Let me know what you guys think. Is anybody going to be trying to play Slivers in Standard? Could they be back? I don't know if there's enough support for them, but there's a command bridge. That's cool for this set. Close Encounter, Honor, for uncommons. We got our full art forest. I'm just going to start putting them down. Infinite Guideline Station. Cool. When it enters, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. And it has the station mechanic we talked about. So if you get it to more than 12, whenever the station itself attacks, draw a card for each multicolored permanent you control. So there you go. For 5 color decks is the best. And put him over there. Oh, we got another big hit there. Long range sensor from the commander. Whenever you attack a player, put a charge counter on this. Alright. The Eternity Elevator. 3 colorless. For 5. Add X mana of any one color with X number of charge counters on the elevator. Oh my gosh. You can get more than 20, however much you put on it. And with that proliferate guy, crazy. Crystal Quarry. Add Wooburg for 5. Nice. Deafening Silence is our alt art. Reprint. Enchantment for 1. And look, it's only 50 cents. Don't think so. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. So for your stacks decks, there you go. That's looking nice. I think he's going to take up a permanent display spot. And then we got our Lander token, Lander and Human. Wow, the hits keep coming. Some of these cards look really strong. The power creep is pretty amazing, but everyone has access to the same cards, hopefully, so everybody will be kind of creeping up together. There's the cool swamp I saw earlier. It looks like the old Halo sword. That's cool. Oh, I guess I'm putting them here now. Oh, there's the Super Void, but just the regular version of it. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. Being your end step, if a player controls no creatures, sack this, Sothra. Then put a creature card exiled with onto the battlefield under your control with 2 additional +1/+1 counters. So it's like a Grave Pact with bonuses. That's nice. Glittering Massif. Enters tapped. Boros colors. I'll figure out where everything goes after. Warmaker Gunship. Scavenger Grounds. Sack a Desert. Exile all graveyards. Oh, I think that's one of our hits. That's one of the showcase hits. So Scavenger Grounds is going to go here. And we've got our robot munitions. So let's sleeve this up. That's that Human Knight. We saw him earlier in the non-full art. Vigilance Menace, 2/2 for 2. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put in exile, put a 1/1 counter on this guy, and you gain 1 life. When it dies or is put into exile, while its power is 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 non-land target permanent. Cool, he's looking good. Alright, maybe we'll fill up our last slot there. 3 packs left of our 12. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. Really appreciate the views. Give us any likes or comments. I'd love to respond to you. And all this should be available on our store site, tabletopgiant.ca. Come and check us out. Try and take care of all your hobbies. There's that new Kavu that you saw in the spoilers a lot. Landfall. Nice cosmic foil for forest there. Galaxy foil. Sorry, I'm interchanging the words. I'm going to go with galaxy foil. I think that's the correct term. Look at this jet steam trail off that ship in foil. Wow, it's cool. Might Form Harmonizer is our rare. We've got a Baloth Prime. Oh, this is this Crazy Train new Baloth. He enters with 6 stun counters on it. He's a 10/10 for 4. Whenever you sack a land, create a tapped 4/4 green beast. And you can pay for sack a land and gain 2 life. So again, with your land recursion, this guy can untap a lot quicker. 10/10. That's from a commander deck. There's a Australia Reclaimer. When he enters, turn target non-creature, non-land, permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. But he doesn't have X. So it's just 5. And Warp 2. Put that there. Cathedral of War. And there again, they've kind of covered up the rules text, but land enters taps. It has Exalted. It makes 1 colorless. Pain for All. Enchanted creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt target, it deals that much damage to each opponent. Well, there you go. Put that on a big boy. Pain for All, as it suggests. Okay, guys, 2 packs left. Let's see if we can hit the giant singularity foil, the Sathira Super Void. If not, I think we've had a great box here. Love the galaxy foiling. Okay, and our uncommons. Get those out of the way. Whew, another foil. Full art land, an island there. Light Stall Inquisitor. When it enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell cast this way is 1 more colorless to cast. Each land played this way enters tapped. Okay, kind of a group hug. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my coffee. That was an opportunity for you to have a little sip of your coffee too. So, Moxite Refinery. 2 colorless, remove X counters from this artifact or from an artifact or creature you control. Choose 1. Put X charge counters on target artifact or put X 1/1 counter on target creature. Okay, so that's going to get lots of play. Ooh, cool. Look at the... Is it making those little mites? Little bugs? Synthesizer Lab Ship. Beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 of their target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2 and gains flying until end of turn. Okay, so it only transforms 1 thing. I thought it was going to make them. That would have been cool. Blinkmoth Nexus. That's a good old card. Good reprint. Taps for colorless. For 1 colorless, land becomes a 1/1 Blinkmoth artifact creature with flying. And target Blinkmoth gets pumped by 1 if you put 1 into it. Ooh, there's a breeding pool. Full art. I think we probably only would have better with a galaxy foil. But another shock land for us. Breeding pool, in the past, the blue-green color combination always seems to fetch the most money. I'll fill our last slot with that there. Well, we get a bird token in the commander deck and a pest. All right, last pack, guys. Here we go. Wish us luck, and thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'd love to reply to your comments. Tell us what you want to see on channel. We'll try our best. Okay, there we go through the commons. Uncommons. Is that a galaxy foil? It is, yep. So a galaxy foil island. That galaxy foil is tough to see, but it's back there. I don't know, I can't... There, you can just catch it in light. Whatever foiling process they use, this one isn't blinging like the other ones. Shoral of the Void. It's an aura. Enchant creature you control. When enchanted creature attacks, put target creature card from the friendly player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. Wow, and it's not even till end of turn. Beginning of your end step, sack this aura unless a non-land permanent left the battlefield during this turn. Or if a spell was warped this turn. That's pretty easy to get rid of a token, like maybe a treasure or a food or a clue, because they're non-lands. And they're permanents. Doesn't say non-token, so I could keep chugging. I could keep rolling along. Surge Conductor. Whenever another non-token artifact you control enters, proliferate. So proliferate's obviously going to really help with those planets and starships. Ooh, he looks cool. Leviathan. Oh, we saw him earlier. This is the full art version. Drawing cards. Starwinder. It's calling it a Leviathan, but it's got a bit of a Hydra thing going on there. A Hissing Quagmire. Can turn into a 2/2 elemental. The planets look amazing in this set. Space-Time Anomaly. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. That's awesome art. That's cool. And that's it. So our last pack wasn't too crazy, but overall, great hits. We'll have a quick look at our hitty row. And yeah, appreciate again. Thanks for watching, everyone. And we'll just go through this quickly for you. Deafening Silence. There's that Vocalist. Lava Claw Reaches. Echoing Deeps. Exploration Broodship. Servandum. Loading Zone. Horizon Explorer. Terminal Velocity. Kilo. 0 Point Ballad. Evando Brush Razor. Pain for All. I like that card. Put it on Indestructible Creature. There's that Godless Shrine Galaxy foil. That's super hot. Godless Shrine regular full art. This guy, don't know what he is. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure I'll find it after the video, of course. But there it is in Japanese full art. Mystifying Maze. And there's the biggest hit of the box. The argument could be made for the Sliver, but one of these two guys definitely are our biggest hits. Man, the tomb looks amazing. And then there's our Sliver Overlord. That's a nice looking card. I don't play Slivers myself, but it could draw me in just to get that Overlord going. All right. Vernal Fen. Dust Bowl. There's that Robot. Petrified Land. Waste Walker. Zoo Ilfit. The Osteoharmonist. It's an awesome card. That's going to get play. Weft Walking. A Hatchery. A Breeding Pool. And a Shock Land and foil. And then I think our lands for the most part here. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. TabletopGiant.ca. Love to help you out with anything you need. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Thanks for the watch.